Now, during the general elections, INEC, the commission that is, tasked with conducting the elections, said there were technical glitches. INEC said it didn't work as expected. How did the gubernatorial elections go? We had a little bit of introduction there, but from your perspective, how did it go?
Yeah, generally from the reports that we received, there's quite a departure from what we've seen from the presidential election. It was peaceful. INEC has also done a good job based on the reports that we received. People were there on time. I mean, the election officials were on time, arrival of material, everything was there before, the electorates even came out to the polling units by and large. So if you look at what happened during the state election and what happened during the presidential election, there is quite a difference. What even happened, I would say, is a kind of an opposite of what happened during the presidential election in terms of people not turning out during the gubernatorial election because probably due to voter apathy or voter fatigue. And one other thing that I also want to mention from the reports that we received is the viewers that people have been complaining about during the presidential election that didn't worked in many cases during the gubernatorial election. So there's quite much difference if you put the two elections vis-a-vis the presidential and the gubernatorial elections.
So women in Nigeria make the majority of voters, Mahmoud. How did they perform in this gubernatorial election in terms of who wanted to be voted in and, how did they vote? And what's the discrepancy?
Yeah, by and large, if you look at Nigeria, if you go to your polling unit, in most cases, or in most polling unit, you will see that the chunk of people that came out to vote are women. But like you mentioned, unfortunately, you will realize that they are not fully represented in terms of appointment or even getting to where they want to go as far as being elected. You mentioned the case of Aisha Binani in Adamawa State in your introduction, where a woman is standing as a candidate for gubernatorial election in that state, although the election has been put on hold, saying that it's inconclusive due to some voter irregularities. But I would say that generally that women are underrepresented. Even the UN mentioned that Nigeria, being the biggest democracy, has the lowest representation of women in politics.